Hi, I'm Johnny and today I want to show you how I upgraded my double-bladed lightsaber to make it glow like you can see it in the background. Enjoy! So the first thing I did is I wrapped the hilts with black electric tape because in my opinion it looks a bit better. Then I started to search for a pipe for my blade. I couldn't use those old ones because the sides of the pipe are too thick and light cannot go through them. So I went to the shop and bought two new pipes with 32mm in diameter. I found out that those pipes have slightly thinner sides and light can go through them. And in addition to that, those connectors that my hilts are made of were meant to connect those 32mm pipes. For my light source, I chose the cheapest LED tape that I could find in the shop. To power up those 12 volts LEDs, I'm using two 9 volts batteries, and actually that gives me 18 volts, which is a bit too much, but as I found out, my LEDs are working pretty good on it, and it's way cheaper option than buying 12 volts accumulator. I took few short cables and soldered them to the LED tape, as you can see here. And I wrapped them tight with electric tape to prevent any shortcuts. And finally secured it with a heat shrink. Then I needed to mount that tape inside the pipe. To do that, I took a bottle cap, I cut it into a circle, then I glued the tape to that circle and mounted it to one end of the pipe. After that done, I moved to making my power source that I will mount inside the hilt. And these are my 9 volts batteries. To make them give me these 18 volts of power, I needed to connect them in series. I did that by gluing them together like this, and then connecting plus of the first battery and minus of the second one together, and having those 3 poles as my output. You can see it on the video. To connect the poles, I probably should have bought proper sockets for these batteries, but instead I decided to make those by myself, using office clips. After some serious bending, I finally connected those opposite poles, and as I found out, the housing of those batteries is conductive, so I needed to wrap them in electric tape to prevent any short circuits. Then I made another 2 loops from those clips to connect my outputs, and after that done, I soldered some short cables to the output plus and minus. Now I moved on to make the contacts from the side of the tape. I took a thin piece of steel, cut it into smaller strips with metal scissors, and bended the ends a bit. Then I took some tin and soldered it to those plates to make it easier to solder the cables sticking out from the LED tape I made earlier. And after that done, I took the power source and connected its output to the plates I just finished to see is everything working properly. Then I took my glue gun and glued these connectors inside the tube facing with this curved part outside. I did the same thing with this second connector on the opposite side of the tube. And then, having them both in their places, I secured them with another dose of glue. Next, I cut another 2 strips of steel, but this time I made them a bit thinner. Then I placed that battery pack inside the hilt, making sure that those cables will stick out upside and there will be no short circuits. I wanted to make it that when I will mount that blade in its place, those steel connectors will connect to the output of the battery. I needed to glue the output in the same way as I did with the connectors from the LED tape. I decided it will be easier to mount them in those holes, which I did earlier to mount that other blade. Watch carefully to see how it should look like. Now I'm bending that small steel plate. Then I'm soldering the cables from the output to the plate I just bended. And here you've got the speeded up footage of me squeezing the battery inside and mounting those connectors in its places. That's how it should look like. Finally, I wrap with electric tape those sticking out sides of the connectors. As you can see, it works quite well. And behind the scenes, I did the same thing with the second hamper. So thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a comment what do you think about my design of those lightsabers, and if you want more, click the subscribe button below.